Hey guys, we are back. Thank you so much for tuning in to Body Talk. Yes, we are all about Easter, honey, because this is the season and we love Easter. But what we realize, Gigi, is that when Easter comes around, everybody is all about the candy.
They are.
And they just overlook the egg.
Oh my goodness, the egg is so amazing. And you know, there's actually a symbolic reason why we use and why the egg is so important around Easter time.
Absolutely.
It's very symbolic. The egg actually represents the empty tomb that Jesus, which he was resurrected from.
You better give him that knowledge. Did you guys know that?
Knowledge drop.
Yeah,
boom.
dropped it. Boom.
Boom.
Okay, there you go.
So that's one of the significant reasons of the egg.
Right.
And that's why it's so important. And the reason why we use the egg and why we color it and dye it around Easter time is because initially in early time, we dyed the egg. Well, we didn't, but early on the egg was dyed with the color red. And that represented the blood of Jesus, his blood that was shed at his crucifixion.
I love it.
Yes.
So did you guys know that? Did you know that there was actually a symbolization of the egg connected to the reason for the season, the resurrection of Jesus Christ? That's good stuff,
yes,
girl.
I'm telling you. Look,
keep dropping the knowledge on us about that egg. Yes.
And so early Christians, even dating back to the Mesopotamia, early years, that's how long, far back, the decorative egg has been used as a symbolic representation in Christianity. And it spread across to Russia and Siberia.
Wow.
And so it's very symbolic. So I know we kind of see the kids running around, picking the eggs, and we have the little bunnies running around, but it really is a very important symbol in, Orthodox Christianity, and it spread to the Catholic churches and the Protestant churches as well. It actually eventually spread across the world into Egypt and other places across the land.
That's good information. Gigi always dropping the facts. I love that history of the egg with Easter. That's good stuff. What else you got to tell us about this egg, girl? Because she is egg-tastic, okay?
Well,
oh, we're going to be dropping those all night. Just get used to it.
But I don't know. I am a little tired. I'm exhausted.
Are you exhausted? You're so crazy.
But okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was just a little egg drop knowledge. All right, okay. But as you guys know, the egg really is one of those foods that's been around since early beginning of time. And so man has really been eating it since the early time. And the most common eggs that we know that we actually eat are, do you know which ones?
What's the most common? What, the chicken egg?
The chicken egg.
The chicken egg.
That's one.
Okay.
And do you know what the other one is? Think down under.
Ostrich egg.
Yes. She's so smart.
I didn't even know that, you guys.
She didn't even know that. We didn't prep her. I didn't prep her. She just
quizzed
smart.
me.
No, I didn't. I didn't even quiz her. She just smart like that.
No, you just quizzed me right now.
Yeah.
And I got an A. I got an A.
She got an A because she just smart like that. But those are the most common eaten eggs, and chickens or poultry and reptiles are the only animals.
Have you ever had an ostrich egg?
I have not.
I haven't either.
I have not.
We should do a little
We should
something.
do that. We
That's
should
her
do
thing
that.
right there.
We do.
Okay.
We do need to do that. And the reason why eggs are so great, obviously, is because they're easy to obtain and they're really high in protein. It's a high quality grade protein. And they're just really easy to prepare. You can just whip up a whole bunch of different types of recipes. And they're great for meatless dishes.
Yes, that
which is
true.
important in this time of year and for different religious purposes.
Right.
So that's why they're really, really important. And a lot of groups obviously use them for religious decoration and,
like the history we just learned about the egg and it representing the shell and so forth, the tomb and the color, the blood of Jesus. That's good stuff.
Yes, and so when you think about it, the egg, it seems so simple, but it's so important in so many cultures. And it actually, little known history fact.
Okay. Let's come to history fact. Get ready.
The first jungle fowl were actually domesticated in India in 3200 BC. All right. But records from China and Egypt actually date back that domesticated fowl were laying eggs for human consumption all the way back to around 1400 BC.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's how long.
So we've been eating eggs for a long time. Okay.
And do you know why we call it eggs?
Yeah, why do we call it egg?
Because it's from an English term, oig.
Oh, oig.
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 That's O-E-G. I'm not real sure if that's how you pronounce it.
Well, that's how we're going to pronounce it today. Oig.
Siri would not recognize that pronunciation for me.
Egg slash oig.
But it is from an Old English word, O-E-G.
Okay.
And over time, the other word, they kept getting confused. The other word was E-E-E-G and then O-E-G, and then they settled with E-E-G.
Okay.
Yes.
Oig.
Yes, I mean,
can I get some scrambled oig?
Yes, yes. And obviously we know the significance of eggs represents life.
Right.
Fertility.
Yes.
You know, the creation of life, immortality.
Right.
Different things like that. And so that's why it's another very important representation in most cultures.
It's good stuff.
Yes. And do you know why they come in a dozen?
Now that I do not know.
Because I was like, why do they come in a dozen?
Because they do. They come in a dozen.
Why not 5?
Right.
Or 8?
Yeah, and if you do get them less than a dozen, it's a half a dozen. And then it's called a half a dozen. It's not called 6.
Well, actually, it's a symbolic reason.
Okay, what is it?
It's a religious symbolic reason. So, she hasn't been quizzed. It's a religious symbolic reason. Think of where we are. 12.
12 disciples.
Yes! 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 Give me another one. Yes! Yes! Yes, that's why they come in 12. Eggs, we just talked about, they represent a rebirth, right? Creating life. Early on, eggs come in 12s because it represents Christ's disciples.
Right.
And there were 12.
That's good stuff. Did you guys know that? So next time you eat those eggs, you're going to be thinking about this history that Miss Gigi is dropping on you right now here on Body Talk.
And over time, many grocery stores, you know, grocers, they kind of had some issue with that because they're different sizes, right?
Yeah, because you got small, medium, large.
Exactly. So over the years, manufacturers decided to start selling them by weight and size.
Okay.
Hence, your 6.
Right.
You're 12.
Right.
And you're 18. And you're small. And you're medium. And
but
you're
they're
large.
always multiples of 6, however
Exactly.
They're right.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it dates back as early as the colonial period to the 19th century. I mean, like just hundreds of years ago. And it's just been an evolution over time.
Wow. See, that's good stuff. I didn't know all that information about these eggs.
They're just amazing.
I just knew they taste good and they were high protein.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, and speaking of tasting good, many different ways of cooking them. And see, the egg is so delicate.
It is.
I mean, it really takes a master chef to really, like, perfect cooking an egg.
Right.
For instance, like if you just cook an egg for like 2 to 3 minutes, do you know what type of egg that is? But not just cooking it in any way, like boiled water.
So that hold on.
There are different names for these, and it takes perfection.
Poached. Not yet. No. Well, 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
Good.
and these, I'm actually asking some questions that most people don't really discuss all the time or talk about because it takes a lot of delicate timing for these, and we don't be having time.
Right.
We don't be having time to perfect it. But from the shell is a type of way of cooking eggs in 212 degree boiling water, and when you do that, the egg will be semi-liquid throughout.
Okay.
And you can't obviously crack it, so you have to eat it literally spoon it from the shell.
Oh, that's not poached?
No.
Oh, what's poached?
Poached is when it's when you can crack it in the water, like you have to swirl the water, and it's boiling, and you actually crack.
Okay, got it.
Yes. And so another one is soft boil.
Oh, now I've heard of that.
Yes.
Soft boil. Yeah.
In which I like soft boil, but I don't really make it because soft boil is cooking it 3 to 5 minutes. it's a couple of layers of the white. The outer layer is going to be semi-cooked.
Right.
The inner is going to be milky, and then the yolk is going to be warm.
Right.
Which I like. You look like you don't like that.
I like hard-boiled eggs where I flip the yolk up out of there and just eat the egg whites.
And you know what they used to call that, which is the other? Mullet eggs.
Mullet eggs. I like mullet eggs.
Which you can cook about 5 to 6 minutes.
Okay.
And it'll have like, it's not really completely hard boiled. It's more like a semi, almost, the yolk is like semi, but it's close to like the mullet.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's good information. Well, I like the mullet.
So those are just some, there are so many ways. We could be here like for 5 hours talking about,
there's all kind of ways to make eggs. Scrambled, over easy, fried egg, all kind of things.
Do you like deviled eggs?
Now I do like deviled eggs.
Ooh,
we made some skinny deviled eggs on the show. If you guys didn't see that, make sure to go back to our YouTube page at Body Talk Media and check out that recipe. It was where it was a healthy deviled egg with less calories instead of the yolk. Gigi took this avocado and whipped it up. It was delicious. I ate 3 of those on the show.
I don't know. A hard-boiled egg is hard to beat.
You stupid. A hard-boiled egg.
A hard-boiled egg.
All night, you guys. Get ready for the egg jokes.
I just had to throw that in there. But listen, there's a reason. You know what? Where the term deviled egg came from?
Now that I don't know. I just know that you always have them at your house for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Special holidays. If you don't, then it's just a travesty. Like,
if you don't have hard-boiled eggs for the holiday,
because they figure you don't know how to cook.
Right? They're like, where are the hard-boiled eggs?
Well, they're called deviled because back in England around the 18th century, they were already like stuffing like kidneys and other organ meats, and they called those meals foods deviled.
Okay, deviled.
And so then they started experimenting and doing the same thing with eggs, and then they just started calling them deviled eggs. So it wasn't deviled egg to begin with. It was other foods that were deviled because they were stuffed, like stuffed kidneys and stuff, what's the innards, the other parts of the innards, sweets, something sweets they call the intestines. They call them some kind of sweets, I forget.
Well, where I'm from, they call them chitlins. Well, some people call them chitterlings, but where I'm from, they call them chitlins. And you eat them with a little hot sauce and vinegar.
You can fry them, or you can eat them boiled. You got to put some potatoes and some onions in them. Yes, I'm a country girl. I know how to cook chitlins. I do. I ain't scared to tell you that.
Not chitterlings, chitlins.
And listen, guys. If you want a lot of information on eggs and how to cook them and the history, just check the Hencyclopedia.
The Hencyclopedia. Did y'all get that? Not the encyclopedia, but the Hencyclopedia. She killing herself all night long. You are so silly. But guys, as bodybuilders, because as you know, me and Gigi are trainers, we're fitness life coach, we're bodybuilders over at OPT Wellness and Ultimate Bodies by Carlos. We love an egg because it's a great source of many nutrients and it's a high quality protein.
Can I expect to get from?
Oh man, you can get vitamins and minerals. They're high in vitamin B2, vitamin B12, D, iodine, zinc, and
so you mean I have to go out to the park running around with you? I can just eat?
No, you still got to come run around with me. But they're great snacks or ways to start your morning with breakfast because we want you to have that increased amount of protein. And some people, don't eat beef or all those other things, so it's a great substitute.
And that's what we just said. We said it's an excellent source.
It's an excellent source.
It's a meatless protein source. Excellent source.
And it's only 7 calories per medium egg. And did you know that most of the protein actually sits in the egg white? So the cholesterol is where the fat comes from in the egg. So you guys, we don't really eat the yolks. We eat the egg whites. We boil them, we scramble them, we make an egg white omelet. What other ways do you eat your egg whites?
I usually just saute them with like some kale.
She's fancy. She's fancy.
I'm like a master chef. I saute them in my with my kale and some mushrooms sometimes if I have time. You know, that's what I'm fancy.
She's fancy. Well, you guys, we love an egg, and so today we're not only going to show you how to make delicious eggs, we're going to show you how to make some pretty eggs. So put that candy down and let the kids eat the eggs too. Do not go anywhere. We're going to be right back here with Body Talk, and we've got some fun DIY for you.
Because we are so ecstatic to bring you this information tonight.